Good morning. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to today's edition of 600 Seconds of Trading. It's April 30th, 2018, and my name is Alejandro Zambrano. In the next 600 seconds, that will be 10 minutes, I'm going to provide you guys with a quick update on the main markets such as the euro, dollar, Bitcoin, crude oil, DAX, and well, there's another market as well. Euro, dollar, Bitcoin, gold, crude oil, and DAX. Yeah, those are the main markets. Monday morning still for me here in London, where I'm based. Before we start, as always, I need to stress that trading financial markets unfortunately is risky. And there's a link down here which takes you to the risk disclosure statement. Make sure you read that if you're new to the market. And if you're new to this series of webinars, this is something we host here Monday to Friday in the live training room, usually at 9 a.m. but today starting a little bit later. If you want to know the exact time I'm going to start, then follow me on Twitter at AlexFX00 for more sort of input from what I'm up to, and as well sort of notifications when I'm about to go live with the webinars. Okay, let's get going. So this is the euro, and the euro versus the USD, and the market, sliced below 121.55 last week, and I said if we break this level, I said we could most likely move to the downside. In fact, I said with the pound being bearish, the New Zealand dollar being bearish, and the Aussie dollar being bearish, dollar yen being bullish, I said it's quite likely we just trade lower, which the market did. It moved down, and now it's in a corrective phase, and we have so far, we take a Fibonacci from this high, which is 122.50, all the way down to the low. We almost corrected 50%, and I suspect this could have been it. Maybe this is it. I'm not 100% certain. I was hoping for the market to head a little bit higher, but this could have been it. In general, though, I mean, if it swings back up to, say, the breakout level of 121.55, I do think traders are going to sell, and I do think they're going to target the low here from last week, and then I think we're going to go down to 120, and I'm happy to stick with that bearish view as long as you're below 122.50. Here's the price of Bitcoin. It's been moving up a bit. Today is down with 1.88%, not a lot. Last week we said, it's possible to buy down here if you want to, and I'm sticking to that view. The market has moved to our advantage, and I still think it can head to the upside. It's just taking a bit of a break here, but as long as trade above this low here from last week, which is the 8,636 level, then there's no real reason to change our bias. Here's crude oil, and crude oil is a little bit fragile. The market bounced two times from this buy zone. I think maybe that will be the third time. However, though, I mean, if you look at this candle, it's starting to look a little bit sort of heavy, and I do suspect we will look to peak. As I said last week, I suspect we're in this sort of situation where the market is, had a bit of a good move to the upside and sort of struggling, same as having here, and I do think we could potentially go down to 64. Before heading higher again. I suspect in general that we're gonna do something like this eventually. It is definitely possible to buy here. It's the same scenario as I said when we're trading here and here, but I'm not buying myself. I suspect that this could break, but again, it's totally fine to be bullish here. The trend is bullish above this level, and you'd be surprised how often the trend continues. I mean, the market is stuck in a trend, and then it just sticks for that. Can you do this? I have 4 months. Here's gold. Gold is under pressure as well. There's two ways of dealing with this. I mean, technically, there's just one big way, and it's just to be bullish about 1,302. And sort of a sign that we actually bottomed out on this buy zone is if we take out this high from Friday. High from Friday on the 27th. And if we take out this level, which is 1,326, then yes, I think we're gonna most likely head up to the upside like that. Okay. It is also totally fine to buy here outright However, it's not necessarily my favorite idea, just because I suspect the dollar will continue to gain, so I don't want to be buying gold. But there's nothing wrong. I mean, the euro is a little bit oversold. The pound is definitely oversold. The New Zealand dollar is a bit oversold. In fact, my colleague Nathan just shared some new updates this morning on the New Zealand dollar. Here's the New Zealand dollar, and he suspects, the market is oversold. Got a bullish day on Friday. Maybe we'll head a little bit higher, and then trade's gonna sell. So he is bearish, and I'm also bearish. But in the short term, maybe New Zealand dollar needs to head up a little bit. Same thing with maybe the pound, and that could potentially translate into push to the upside. Here's the German DAX. Last week, we said the market could bounce from 12,406, which it did. And I also said if we take out this high, then probably gonna head higher. And I want to stick with that idea. The euro softening has definitely caused the stock markets to outperform. That would be the German stock market over the S&P. Looks like this. Here's the daily chart of the German DAX versus the S&P. So you can see here how the S&P was outperforming since November, and since beginning of beginning of March, this market has been heading higher. And while we look at it, I haven't done so for a while, but let's see how this compares with the euro dollar. Again, it's just a ratio between the DAX and the, let's do it like this. And down here we're just gonna add a euro. Sometimes people, what they do is they look at these like relative stock market performance to sort of gauge if we should be bullish or bearish. And I'm trying to do the same here. However, though, these markets are not synchronized. So this is the 2008 high. Let's do it like that. It's not as easy to synchronize this as one would have guessed, given that is TradingView, sort of famous charting package. So you wonder what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to synchronize these two, but I'm having some issues with it. This is 2018 and this is 2017. Yeah, it doesn't really add too much, does it? To the whole sort of, does it tell us, should we bullish or bearish the euro? We can definitely, at least I know for a fact, this is just logic, that with the euro weakening, that the DAX has been outperforming, and you can see it here. It's sort of, but this bottomed out already slightly, I think slightly before. Oh, pretty much the same. Yeah, 2-3 weeks later, I think. And here's the high, low in the euro dollar in 2017, and over this period, obviously the euro gained. And here, the market was trading sideways, so there was no preference on being long the DAX or the S&P. Both gained. And then here, as the euro started to move to the upside, and suddenly people, I guess, started to say, well, this is going to pressurize or pressure DAX 30 companies, then you had a correlation. So you sort of had a correlation here, this little segment here. Okay, I don't think, let's see if we have any questions. We have a good morning. So good morning, Antonio. Thank you so much for joining. anybody else here that wants to join, it's very straightforward. As long as you are on YouTube, then it's straightforward to join. If you guys have any question, feel free to just ask me now. As well, if you're watching this for the first time, as I said, Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. London time, here at the live trading room, we provide these market updates. Here are some old ones. If you arrive late and you don't actually see any video here, then it's usually down here. And yeah, if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. So you can subscribe to our analysis, and even better, if you like it, don't forget to hit that like button. I can see 2 people already done that, so I want to thank you so much for doing so. As well, later on, well, actually not later on, tomorrow is next month, so we're doing a webinar which is it's called Top Trade Ideas for May 2018. If you signed up for any of the other webinars we've done in the past, just click on sign in and you should be able to join. And if you haven't done so, you can just register, and then you just need to click a button and you sign up. I know there's an issue with the system, but what the guys do, the IT guys, is that if you registered at the first sort of layer, then they will automatically add your contact details to the other form at a later date. As well, don't forget to check out, we have Nathan. He joined us last week. So Nathan used to work for a hedge fund for 4 years, I think it was, he said. So 4 years, used to manage money, and he's also worked for other websites producing research. He used to do things as well for active trades and writing educational content. For us here at Trade Captain, he's our senior market analyst, and he's producing, sharing his insights on the markets, different trade ideas, and sort of his view on the market. So far today you have the New Zealand dollar, USD, and then you have pound dollar as well, and he's gonna producing a few updates every day. As well, you have Yuri, someone I know as well for many years. We did host a contest here at Amana Capital last year. I think it was a demo contest, but still, out of several hundreds of people, Yuri was at one point winning that contest. Of course, because it's sort of these crazy contests where you need to get like highest percentage return. You do 1 or 2 bad trades and you sort of get pushed down from being in the top 10 to being much lower. But Yuri was leading that contest for quite a long time, and he has some solid setups as well here that he shares. Does a little bit more crypto, which we like as well, and as well myself, I publish here the videos, and I do a few setups here as well. Not too many though, but I'm looking to get that up already this week. Last week, of course, with Nathan joining the team, it sort of took most of my time. So don't forget to check this out. This is the technical analysis section. As well, if you like to be reminded, check out this. We have a little down here actually, email list where we send a morning update with a few technical setups. And these technical setups are coming from AutoChartist and Trading Central, and sometimes even Close and Horns, and that's free. And then you get the morning outlook with that email as well. And then around midday, between 12 and 1 p.m., we send the London session close, not the London session close, sorry, the evening newsletter or midday newsletter. If you sign up here, you'll be part of the mailing list. Okay, let's see if we have any questions. Otherwise, I think we're gonna wrap things up. Long the Aussie from the low because of dollar extension. What's your view on dollar strength? I think in general, we probably should have some profit taking, like the risk reward ratios, across many of these markets. it's just very, I mean, the markets are definitely also like, this is the Aussie dollar, right? And the Aussie dollar declined from the high, well, about 282 pip, and we're just above the low. And I think we should see some profit taking in the dollar, so we should have sort of the Australian dollar moving up. I do think as well, like the New Zealand dollar should most likely move to the upside. However, though, I'm strictly a trend follower, so because I'm a trend follower, I try to I don't buy at these opportunities, even though I think the market can move down. Instead, sometimes what I do is I try to find maybe pairs where it could make sense to sell the dollar, but I don't think there are any pairs like that right now. So with that in mind, I'm very, very cautious. But look at this. This is the dollar index, and this is a profit-taking candle on Friday. This candle, people call it pin bars. Take most likely, it's very straightforward. Actually, just high to the low. So we're correcting parts. So we're correcting sort of to the first fib of Friday's range. Might go maybe to 91. I mean 91.74, 91.80. But then a lot of people, what they do is that they sell with stops on the other side. Now again, the reason why I don't do that is because there's a lot of support that following a trend is profitable. Myself, I'm profitable as well, and it's just because I follow these trends. So with that in mind, I'm not really necessarily selling here, but you can definitely see, traders that have been buying dollars, they booked profits on Friday, and they will most likely continue to book profits. So yeah, I think we kind of probably pull down, and then you just need to look for sort of good pairs to take advantage of further dollar strength. That's what I would be doing. Okay guys, we're gonna wrap things up, so don't forget to like the video. Don't forget as well to subscribe to us, and if you have any questions, this was the opportunity. You're most welcome to join me tomorrow at the same time here at TradeCaptain.com in the live trading room. And for anything else, any question, just reach out to me at AlexFX00. You can just send me a message, or you can just WhatsApp me on this number. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow morning. Thanks.